Hey there guys, how's it going, Ian? Hey, I totally understand. Go get settled in after work. Hopefully I get to see you back here in the stream. Absolutely love having you when you can. But yeah, let's, while I have a voice, let's let's get started on some Atomfall. Pick up where we left off, which is we just left the Central Cortex thingamajig, and we gotta go get some batteries from some of the other locations, and that's where we're off to. I'm sure nothing bad will happen and everything will work out great and it'll all be fine. Outside being sick, yeah, it's been pretty good. Can't complain. Feeling better. My voice still kind of likes to go away after a little bit too much talking, so that might be a limiting factor to how long we play tonight. And let's get into maybe. Oh, here we go. There goes. All right, let me go ahead and hit that hydrate. From my LTT store mug. Not a sponsor. Oh. Thank you for that hydrate. I think I'm going out this way. My bad. Alright, man. Stabbing knife. Oh, I forgot to play the game. How do I holster again? Well, that's probably not good. There we go. Hey, how's it going, John? No, you're all good. Just barely got started here. Just going through a little investigation here. We're heading towards the dam, maybe. Just talking with Ian there, tell him I've been doing pretty good, minus a little bit of sickness, but I'm doing a little better now. Although my voice does like to eventually go out, so that might be a limiting factor for how long. I gotta turn down that music, it's really loud. There we go. Well, looks like all those guys respawned after I give them the knife. Mr. Stabs here. How to get to the dam? No clue where we're going. No. Mr. Stabs here, you know, he's a little more violent. Gotta have some of that whiskey. Never say no to some ammo. And some more whiskey. Anything good there? No. Alright. See you back here in a second, John.
Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority of the Quarantine Protocol. Acts of banditry and other breaches of the Penal Charter will be severely punished. In the name of Queen and country, follow protocol or face the consequences.
Alright, I guess let's go see what's going on here. As good a guess as I got. Get this way.
Look, visitor.
Well, well, well.
Please, God.
Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, all right? What are you gawping at? Like I said, you're free to enter the village. Move on.
Alright.
A few. The ones who'd hung on until we turned up. Lucky for them that we did. It's good having civvies around. Reminds you what you're fighting for, eh?
Speaking of, what are we fighting for? Look, there's option.
For order. And for civilization. Or something like that, anyway. There's something
Remington
nasty at
Auto,
work
or
here. Something in
Browning
the
Auto
soil.
5 shotgun.
If
Absolutely
it weren't for
fantastic.
our protection, the villagers would be no better off than those grey-skinned bastards. Now, you should go and talk to the captain. I reckon he'd be keen to see you right away. Last I heard,
Right.
Captain Sims was down by the bandstand. Present yourself to him toot sweet, if you know what's good for you.
Alright.
Well,
We'll be,
should I shoot him, Sarge?
You should not. Do they look like an outlaw to you?
No, Sarge.
There we go then. Outlaws we shoot. Strangers we let in. Captain's orders.
I found the local village, Wyndham. The place is under the control of a group of soldiers calling themselves Protocol. Being a stranger here means the soldiers will let me wander freely, it seems, though I was warned not to cause any trouble. Alright. Easy enough.
Can save lives.
I don't really see anything in there. I'm not too worried about breaking and entering. No B&E today, boys. Okay.
Look, for the 100th time, we're here
Wish
to
to see
protect
you.
civilians
Just
and
let
get
me
this
show
mess
you
sorted
what I
out.
can do. We're getting nothing done here.
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
Vulnerable? The bloody cheek of you. Ah, at least the outlaws have the
Let's go see what we can find buried in this dude's backyard.
blind and not target for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old nut. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You never took us in the prison. I'd die there. You never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye, I suppose so.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
That's better. Now gather your tat and get out.
Keep it civilized. No
You got it,
troublemakers.
boss. Yeah, this says you're the good guy, like a metal mask strapped to your face. Yep. Nothing at all. Yelling seas do not enter. I just makes me want to enter.
Citizens of Wyndham, acts of insubordination or disrespect against the soldiers
I mean, I'll take a sticky bomb.
you here are, in essence, treasonous and will be treated as such. Please, don't make us hurt you.
Sounds like a thing an abuser would say. That's, that's good.
Not sure I like the look of state of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could. Hands away from any weapons, you.
Okay.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the Skethlemore fields. Please stay away from there until it has been sterilized.
Go take a look. I don't think rats are supposed to have glowing blue eyes. Come on, let's give him Mr. Stabs. Wow. Bit me, the dick. Morris Wick. We share your concern. If the vicar's spy, the one you call Maisie, has discovered your purpose, then you must deal with her. That, Captain, means only to bring pain to the soil and its children. You must stay hidden until that day comes when we may sing with the same voice. Silent Maisie, return her to the soil. Okay. Doesn't seem like the kids are all right. More whiskey. Gotta get rid of that at some point. I need the space. New lead found. Sisters and brothers, I'm making headway in Wyndham. The protocol imposes harsh restrictions by the day, and it wears the villagers down. But the worse they get, the more they're willing to listen. I tell them of the purpose, of the voice of the soil. Some are weary. How can the captain brand us as corrupt and pagan, but others are receptive? When I can, I'll bring them to the woods to meet you. I hold the purpose safe and secret. The heathen that is their captain doesn't suspect a thing. To him, I'm just a humble shopkeeper. Thank you for your guidance. I look forward to the day when I can join you and hear the voice myself. Morris. Hello. Be ready to run. The Wyndham Residents Association. It's one thing to have made Molotov cocktails, but we have no idea if they work on the robots. The Ruskies... the Ruskies would chuck them into the engine vents of the Jerry Panzers, but they're not like that on a robot. I think we need something more. Once we do it, there'll be a proper Barney of the Prite Bastards. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right. Find out. So try to find a machine that's on its own. Be ready to run if it don't work, though. Judging by the rats and the rotten food, this has been abandoned for at least a fair amount of time. Not sure how long, though. Oh, yeah.
vigilance can save lives.
All quiet. Back to it then.
Okay. Those are things.
Do you have a good reason to leave the village? Remember that your village is one of the few remaining bastions of normality within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything illegal. Can't prove nothing.
Citizens of Wyndham, vegan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden.
Just when the music was getting good. And this all happened.
I mean, yeah, let's...
You have done well. You have installed a battery. The interchange starts to live again. Yes. Find more batteries. Install more batteries.
Okay, you're not gonna talk to me? Okay.
Are in essence treasonous and
said
will
to
be
him,
treated as such.
"Where's my pal
Please,
Johnny?
don't
What
let
you
us
done with him?"
hurt you.
And that bloody peacock says, "Oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained."
He never. The poor Mr. Wilmore in that prisoner there.
Perhaps we should just build a huge still and drink ourselves to death.
All full of martial law, this and special powers that.
Ugh, bunch of little Hitlers.
Aye. Our Davy never came.
Well, let's go take a look in the church. Didn't say it was illegal to go in the church. Thing. I'm not getting yelled at for trespassing. Page torn from a history book. Kepler's star. Kepler's star is a common name for Kepler's supernova. The last supernova visible to the naked eye to date occurred in 1604 in the constellation of Orpheus and was visible even by day for over 3 weeks. While it's difficult to estimate the range, it cannot have occurred more than 20,000 light years from Earth. It was observed and recorded by desperate civilizations across the northern hemisphere. That's actually pretty cool. That is actually a real thing, too. That was actually really neat. November 5th, 1957. Strange not to be celebrating Guy Fawkes Night this year. Still, there's an event at the Atom plant, and that was more than enough fireworks for anyone. I would say. We're all glad that the radiation scare was short-lived. Mr. Pierman was saying he saw signs that the army were expanding their camp, on the other side of the wire. I don't understand why. It feels as if we're being treated as a threat to the country at large. Interesting.
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
They doom us all in the process. If the I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. So it seems. To visit this sort of thing upon the church is pure wickedness. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here.
So, what do we do here, chat? Do we say that we know who did it? Or, you know what? I have no clue what's going on. I'm just gonna keep the secret.
Thank you. I shan't forget your kindness, and no shall Wyndham. Because if anyone so much as puts a foot out of line here, that captain claps someone in chains. So if he caught wind of a thing like this, I fear for myself and for my congregation. Besides, this is a village matter. We shall attend to it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
That's fair.
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. What in heaven's name shall we do with you, Maisie?
Let's go explore some more, huh? Pick that out. Let's go see what's up in the bell tower. Surely there's something cool. Oh. Cats. Okay, I can take it. They're infinite spawning up there. Put Mr. Stabs away. So take a look in the base. No, this isn't creepy. Heard report that the scientist Gara was captured and carted off to the protocol camp in Skethermore. Seems like that's the location of the prison they keep threatening us with. Tread carefully. They've been high alert ever since she showed up in town. Might be best to lay low until things calm down. A. Nothing weird and creepy here. Some cloth. More cloth. And the forgotten cellar requires a key we don't have. Okay. Well, let's keep it forgotten. And we'll just leave that crypt, because that's not sketchy and creepy. Ooh. Okay.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption, report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
Join the army to see the world and get some action. Well, that worked out brilliantly. They do as they're told, right?
Again, but despite warnings, certain among you are still pursuing prohibited activities. To wit, certain barbaric pagan practices. Now, in normal times, I'm sure your local folklore and beliefs might all seem very quaint and harmless. But these are not normal times. This area is under martial law, and I will not tolerate your casual heresies. The next person we catch floating this land would be lucky if they just end up interpreted. I would remind you that the protocol is here for a reason. It is here to be obeyed. Dismissed.
Yeah, well, that definitely doesn't seem like a problem.
The woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
I reckon it were them atom bombs the Yanks dropped that caused all this.
See if I can solve some of the junk I got floating around. I don't need no more.
A new customer. How do? Not often we're seeing new faces here.
Got
Me
that
name's
right, Mr.
Alf
Buckshaw.
Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Oh, aye. There were a lady scientist here not so long ago. Dr. Garrow.
They say she used to work at the site over the mere. Top dog too, I was told. Managed to get out while the rest of them boffins were trapped in with us. Any road, she turns up here a few months back out of nowhere and starts throwing her weight around. She did something that got the soldiers' backs up, and they stuck her in their jail on Scathamore.
I always hate that spelling of jail.
Well, I heard, and I don't know how much credit to give it, that she whispered summit to one of them big gun turrets of theirs over at their camp, and the thing shut off, just like that. She waltzed right into the camp, and soldiers were all turned about looking for her. Captain didn't like being made a fool of like that. Of course, that's just hearsay and gossip. And I don't gossip, me. You let me
That's
know
fair.
if there's out else I can help you with. There, all good.
Probably
All
worth
sorts
it,
comes
but-
through here. So don't be shy about coming back. Might have something new for you. Let me ask you something. The soldiers, protocol as they go by. What do you make of them? Aye, well, you haven't been here long enough to know. Between you and me and the garden wall, let me tell you, it's like being under an army of occupation. Look, I'm willing to trust you've your heart in the right place, and I need help with something. Soldiers have got their eyes on me, but they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, for the moment at least. I need to collect a few messages. Not important, you understand, but I can't stick me nose out of the door without the soldiers taking an interest. You they'll let walk out of the village, so I need you to go to Scathamore for us. I'm not interesting. Just need a mite of discretion in the gathering, if you follow me. There's something in it for you and all. Not asking you to do out for nout. I need a message collecting from Nora. Careful with her. She's not fond of strangers. But it'll be all right if you see I sent you. She hides out in her barn on Scathamore. I'll mark it for you. The other note is with a fella who skulks all over Scathamore. But we have a meeting place. I'll mark it on your map. Fair warning though, out in Scathamore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. Keep your bloody voice down. Nothing brings the soldiers down on you faster than talking about that. Yeah, I heard rumours of it, but I can't see it out more than that. You helping me with those messages is a fair trade, I suppose. All right, let's talk. One of them scientists, in particular, used to come to drinking here. Before it all went arse upwards, that is. He liked his ale, that fella, and ale made him chatty. He told me he worked in something called the Interchange. Never said quite where it were, but he used to stagger off towards the substation round the back of here. So that might be worth a deco. See you around.
Yep. Alright. Let's go help this Bobby boy out.
Outlaws sniffing around the village perimeter again.
Remaining bastions of normality within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Yeah, I heard there's a captain around here. I figured this would be the bandstand.
Citizens of Wyndham, there has been an increase in outlaw activity on Slattendale. Avoid Slattendale until the area is once again declared safe.
Oh, corners pastry? Yeah, that's probably good. Oh, now I'm hungry. You didn't see nothing. That's right, you walk away. You didn't see nothing.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers. Don't be causing trouble, alright?
Aggressive civilian! Stand back, citizen!
Listen, I was told to find the captain. Don't know where he's at. It sounds like a posh enough douchebag.
And help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
Civilian! Stand back!
Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details on...
I'll take a little peeksy-leaksy in here.
Behave yourself, civvy.
Now this guy looks right, proper, and douchey.
Well, well, a new face. Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure.
Yeah.
New faces often mean trouble.
Usually.
And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too.
Alright, Captain
Tell me,
Sims, tell me what you got.
where have you come from? If you've wandered out there and survived, then you're doing better than most. But I'm sure there's more to you than that, eh?
Possibly.
In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol.
Yeah.
You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated.
Okay.
Don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And
Got
if
it.
trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste.
Yep.
Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you.
Okay.
I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust
Yeah, I'll be
me,
evasive.
you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us.
I'm not trying to cross. I just honestly don't
Be
know if I
under
can
no
help you.
illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Okay.
So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know?
We'll just be
Well,
honest.
this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place.
As soon as I figure it out,
Do
I'll be
not
the first one to
be
let you know.
tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good, I'm sure.
Oh, I wonder why.
We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place.
Understood.
So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot.
You got it.
Good day to you.
They'd better start
Stand
showing
up,
me a
fella.
bit of respect, or there'll be trouble.
Yeah. Man, these fucking dick bags. Right bags of dicks.
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death.
Let's not have any trouble.
Well, we know that there's a shortcut into the interchange, so it might be worth trying to figure out where that's at. Well, I mean, we know where it's at, but, one guard. Sweet. Okay, there's a way around into it. Nice. Thought you were going with the bomb shelter thing.
I'd give my eye teeth to be back in Swindon now.
I'll finish my book today, I think. Start it again tomorrow.
Tina, I've been thinking about what you said. Your words were vicious, but I won't return the favor. Oh, darn it. Instead, I'm writing to beg for your compassion. My poor Philip isn't himself, it's true. He's no danger to anyone. I know how the illness looks, but to call him a monster, to claim he attacked you, I won't believe it. He's been nothing but a loving husband to me. Don't listen to the protocol and their poison, please. Don't tell anyone about Philip. You know what they would do to him and the bakery. Iris. What's going on in the bakery? Bollocks.
I miss seeing John Mills at pictures. He's right.
Like Mr. Stabs is not
What's
going
your
to be
stab?
needed. I'm going to need something bigger. I wanted nothing to do with this bakery.
Oh, who are you?
Oh no, your husband's dead, ma'am.
I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do. Oh, well, they get into everybody's business, bunch of busybodies digging around until they find all your secrets. But I've got nothing to hide, nothing at all. I haven't. My, well, that's good to know. But I can hardly trust a stranger, can I? I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something. What? You know that he's... Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him
Yeah, that seems like a good thing here.
It's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day.
Alright, well, let's,
Not exactly. I just know he called it the interchange. Oh, and he said something about the substation behind the pub, though that's off limits to us.
Bloody
The
hell.
soldiers will string you up for anything these days, and my husband was exploring where they don't like you to explore. That captain of the protocol, he says what the boffins buried here plays merry hell with people's minds. Turns them
Can't even spell it
into
out.
something not human. Not that any of that happened to my Philip. He's ill, that's all. I just know what the soldiers would do if they found him. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic, which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this? I'm sorry, but I don't have any of the tonic left. I know where you can get some, though. There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe. She lives out by the old mine. I can mark on the map where to find her. And listen, I hate to ask, but could I trouble you to get us some of the tonic? Just a single bottle. We're almost run out. All right, nothing certain, but if you can, it'd mean the world to me. Bye now.
Okay. We're gonna do a quick save and an actual save. And we're gonna go check on her husband. Because I'm hearing the voices. No. Fight me, bro.
What have you done, you monster? You asked for this.
Well, okay. Well, that was worth it. Let's go ahead. Let's reload this, and we'll go do this quest properly. We'll be nice. Unless she pisses me off, in which case I'm come back and he's getting a 45 caliber slug to his face. Yeah, he's definitely been infected. Grab that just in case.
get a move on you lot. You're never gonna make your salvage.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
What do you need all this?
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll
Program.
top the bastard. Orders be blown.
Yep, seem like wonderful folks.
They call this whole country a lunatic asylum.
Let's have no trouble, right?
Yep, no trouble.
State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could.
Oh, no, what?
The village of Wyndham is picturesque.
Yes, it is, crazy man. Or am I the crazy man?
Is quaint.
That's fine.
The village of Wyndham is dangerous.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Be cautious.
Keep your nose clean.
I just want some humbugs and teardrops, nothing fancy.
If you just let us have a crack at the outlaws around here, we could get rid of them and take their supplies.
Follow the protocol.
Alright, that's something.
Citizens of Wyndham, there has been
Watch
an
your step.
increase in outlaw activity on Slattern Dale.
They better start showing
Avoid Slattern Dale until the area is once
Okay,
again...
we're gonna step through here and we're gonna probably call it here for tonight. And a little bit shorter one, just a little hour, but getting back into it. My voice is actually surprisingly held up very well. Very happy with that. Let's see if we can keep it up.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are entering is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities. Remember...
Alright, yep, seems like it goes places any. Let's go to ending here. As I hiccup, as I'm wont to do. I feel like as good as any song as any. Let's go find someone to go raid. Maybe. It's Monday, there's usually not a lot of people on. Yeah, that's about what it's looking like. Alright, well. Yeah, it goes on Mondays like this. Go find your favorite streamer. Tell them I sent you. Tell them to have a great one. And you guys have a great one as well. See you later in the week. Goodbye.